Aziza Schuler has been with us all evening, and she joins us once again from Center City. Aziza?
Yuki, and on that note, the party on Broad Street has cleared out. It's over. We have no more fans. Just a few moments ago, we saw almost a wall of police officers moving slowly, inching south down Broad Street to clear out the crowds, and everyone respectfully moved away. I don't know where they went. They may have gone home, but they are no longer here. But all that's left are the remnants that tell a story of quite a celebration. Fans enjoyed themselves. There was people were popping bottles, drinking, climbing the poles, unfortunately, climbing trees, taking photos. But I'm sure the Streets Department will be here soon to clean up the mess that's left behind. But all I can say is that Eagles fans, they took in the moment, they enjoyed themselves, they're proud of the Philadelphia Eagles, and now they have a parade to look forward to. As I'm talking to you, Yuki, we see a crew of Philadelphia police officers on their bikes making their way north towards City Hall. Those are the same officers, I believe, who moved the crowd out south, I'm sure towards South Street. I can still hear people far in the distance, so I know people are still in the streets of Center City at least, but they're no longer here, Yuki. Right. It was quite the time, several hours on end. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, it was about at that 3-minute mark in the game in the fourth quarter when fans began to flood Broad Street, and now that went on for several hours, I would say 4 to 5 hours, if you will, and surprisingly, it's all done. It's all done, and we still have that lingering feeling of jubilation, even though the crowd is gone, but you can still feel the spirit of the fans.
And water cooler talk and talk around the hallways in class tomorrow will be all about the Eagles. It's all going to start again. And we just saw a parade, if you will, of law enforcement leaving the area as well. So things are coming to a close right now. Aziza and your crew, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. Let's get to our other crew. Eva Anderson is still in Mayfair. Oh, she's still got some folks. All right, Eva.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Champions, baby!
You got a really nice jersey, my man.
Thank you very much. Eagles, baby, all day. We working it back next year.
So you invested in that before they even.
I did. I knew what was happening. I said from the very beginning, for the last 2 weeks, we're going to win by at least 10 points. We put belt to butt today. Belt to butt today.
Ooh, belt to butt. I love it.
Yeah, go Birds. Let's go. Go Birds.
I don't even like sports like that, but I predicted a win tonight. I swear.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Let's go Birds!
Let's go Birds, indeed. As you can tell, the party's still here. Now, again, all night. Are you going to sleep tonight?
Hell no. A little bit. I mean, I might be a little late tomorrow to work.
You deserve some shut-eye, but...
Sleep. We're going to be partying all night. Let's go. We won, but the city doesn't sleep.
Yeah, we repped it well. But you know, let's take a look over here. You can see the police officers. There are a lot of them, several dozen right over here. They're starting to creep into the street. I think
it's my birthday.
It is your birthday.
Guess what? It is my birthday.
And now you know you share a birthday with some pretty important people. All right, guys. All right. Okay, that's right. You got the music pumping.
This is
a nice. Okay, it's your birthday.
When I was 10 years old, my son is 11. When I was his age, I was crying on the couch for Super Bowl 39. But today, we are Super Bowl champions for the second time in 8 years, and we are building a dynasty. Cooper DeJean, Saquon Barkley, and put some respect on Jalen Hurts' name. Jalen Hurts.
You know, I think making him MVP is putting some respect on his name. I think he got a lot of respect on his name tonight with that MVP. So
Say Sean. Say Sean Butler.
Sean.
We love you.
yeah, Philadelphia, go Birds!
You know
got that revenge, and Yuki, I will send it back to you.
Right now, we want to take you back out to Center City. You can see some people are still in Center City because of what you're looking at right here in the center of your screen. A fire has started looks like in the middle of the street, probably a lot of debris in the street. We don't know how that fire started, whether it was intentional or not, but as you can see to the right side of your screen, police are on the scene and some firefighters look to be extinguishing it right now. As you see that fire go down, you can see the smoke starting to billow. The firefighters are there extinguishing it. We don't know how it started. Many people probably out there tonight that didn't want to leave, so I don't know how it started or if someone did it purposely or not. But it is in the middle of the street, and there is, as you can see even at the top of your screen, a lot of debris in the street, which could have been the catalyst to that. Now you see some folks toward the bottom of your screen starting to leave. Police are telling people to get back. Ooh, something just flared up right there. But that could have been from the fire extinguishers trying to put this blaze out. How big that is, it's real hard to tell at that intersection right now. But the police are on the scene. And once again, we are at 12th and Market in Center City. And the police are seen, and the fire officials seem to be taking care of it. And as I'm speaking to you now, you can see it's starting to die down. So we don't know if anyone was hurt from it, if there are any injuries or not. But the police seem to be, you see them there in the yellow jackets. Some are on bicycles, some are on their bicycles, but they seem to have the situation under control, and the fire department seems to be getting that fire under control. You can see the white smoke, and usually white smoke is a sign that it is starting to go down a little bit, but you can still see the orange flames right there in the middle left of your screen, as a lot of people are still standing around watching the situation when they have been asked to please get away from the area, please go home or go wherever you basically came from, but you just can't stay here in this area. So once again, we don't know how it started. We're going to go to Aziza right now, but we're going to keep an eye on this to make sure it doesn't. Aziza, we're going to Alicia Roberts right now. I'm sorry, but we're going to keep an eye on that situation and get the latest from there. But Alicia, let's go to you right now. Good evening. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, good evening. Yeah, the celebration continues here. Let me step aside because we've got a bunch of fans. Sorry, just got startled on over my shoulder here for a second. We've got a bunch of fans still gathering here. We're along 13th and Broad Street. You can see them congregating on top of one of the trash trucks that are here to block off the streets. Police are keeping their distance. They have the barricades up. They're monitoring the situation, but they are letting this crowd gather now. There's probably at least a dozen people climbing on top of that trash truck. Some more heading up there right now. Obviously, this is very illegal, and the cops are warning everyone to kind of stay back, keep their distance, and if they want to continue to celebrate safely. But you can still see probably a crowd of about 100 out here right now. Again, we're along 13th here off Broad Street. Broad Street itself is clear. I'm looking at that right now. Police have that barricaded off. Some of the folks that are still out here celebrating have kind of started to congregate on some of these secondary streets where you have the bars that are still open right now. It's peaceful on top of this trash truck right now, but you can kind of see that crowd getting chippy at times as we were walking a couple blocks to get to where we are now. So that's the scene here right now. Again, police officers are out. Philadelphia police have this area barricaded off. There's a heavy police presence here, and actually some of the officers that were stationed along Broad Street now are starting to walk up this way here as this crowd continues to gather right now here along 13th Street, just off of Broad. And you can see officers talking with some of the people that are out here trying to urge this crowd to disperse a bit right now as they're making their way, still continuing to climb up this trash truck here. Again, now some of these officers starting to move into the crowd. We're going to monitor the situation here. Again, the hope for tonight is that on such a celebratory night, Yuki, that those who would come out would continue to celebrate safely as we get into these late hours now. Some of those officers starting to move in. to disperse this crowd here. So Philadelphia police trying to keep everything very peaceful and very safe for all of those Eagles fans that are out here celebrating tonight. Again, we're here along 13th and Broad Street, and now in the middle of all this, there's an Eagles chant that we can hear off to the distance here. So again, those trash trucks are out. By the way, traffic around the area is just snarled right now too. There's so much congestion trying to make your way to and around Broad Street. Very difficult to do at this hour here, with still a lot of people out tonight celebrating this Eagles Super Bowl championship.
Yeah, we can only hope and pray that everything stays safe. I see a lot of people taking pictures as well. They just need to, curtail the picture taking and get off the truck. Well, they're having a good time. Get off the truck and it's time to go home. But they are having a good time, and hopefully things will stay safe throughout the evening. Once again, you're looking at 12th and Market right now. Looks like the fire that we saw earlier, that was on the left side of your screen, seems to be under control and just about put out. You can see some of the white smoke right there, signifying that it is just about, they've just about doused those flames. And you can see some mounted police, some police on bikes, some on foot around the area, keeping things quiet, and still a lot of people on the streets. It is time to go home, and hopefully they eventually will. But that fire looks to be under control right now as people watch it start to go down.